that. If somebody says, hey, can you keep an eye on my house while I'm gone? Sure. But there's no promises that I'll be here next week. Sue knows how I am. At the last minute, I'm liable to say, pack the bags. I'm tired of sitting home. I want to go somewhere. And I got a motorhome now. Now I may just take off. Well, I don't want to say I got to stay home because I promised this guy over here that I would water his plants.
Mm-hmm.
We're going home the way I normally would have came here. This is the way I prefer to go. While we're going this way, that neighborhood to my left is a neighborhood that if I had to pick one neighborhood in all the villages to live in, that one there would probably be it.
Caroline on the Lake.
Caroline on the Lake. Google it. I really, really like it. Hardly nothing ever comes up for sale there that's even reasonably close to my price range. But I like the area, I like the location, I like everything about it.
And some of the design features they've got there, you don't see anywhere else. I don't know how they got the okay to do it, but the metal roofs and some of the things they have there is just different than anywhere else.
It's got a lot of a Key West look about it, which Lake Sumter Landing has that look.
Yeah, very nautical.
I like it. If I could find me a house there for, I don't know what my maximum expense would be because I don't like being in debt, but I like the area a lot.
Yeah.
We're going to take you down here by where we had our patio villa. I don't know if I've ever done a video in there for my channel. Now, I know it's hard for you to tell, but I'm only in my golf cart. I'm only maybe a minute and a half from downtown Lake Sumter. There's a baby alligator floating right there. A minute and a half from downtown Lake Sumter. Maybe 2 minutes. It's not that far.
Just walk there every morning.
Yeah. One thing I like about this neighborhood, here's our neighborhood pool, Caroline Pool. In other words, Postal Station is where the adult pool is. Notice it's tucked in back here. It's not on the main street where everybody driving a car with a lawnmower in the back seat can pull in here and take a leak in your pool. It's back here. And that neighborhood straight across where you see where it says no cars, you got to put that there because people with cars are stupid. They'll try to drive through there. But that, I don't know what neighborhood that is. But anyway, they got their own backdoor entrance in here in their golf carts. And I used to use this pool all the time. I had no problems in this pool ever, not one time. It's quiet in here. I mean, just listen.
You're a jet.
Other than that jet you hear way up in the air.
Yeah.
It's just nothing. It's just quiet. You don't hear the music from downtown.
Well, there isn't any right now.
Well, yeah, they had the stuff going. Outdoor bands from, like Cody's and stuff can have an outdoor band. It's just the Squares is owned by the developer, and he chose not to do that. But it's just quiet back here. I tell you, now that I don't play golf much anymore, I think for the right price, I would buy another house up here in the Caroline area.
Doing some work.
It's a little bit more rolling country also. To me, that's a little bit more scenic view to look at.
Yeah. Landscape is very lush.
Right over there is Mallory Country Club. Part of it over there. Right there. But there's what I was talking about.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's in there.
It is.
Well, mine says I should do it now while I'm here.
I'm sure you
Yeah,
get that close to it.
I want to take my right camera to do it. Yeah, you can go in there. Go all the way back to the back. It tees off to the left, and you can park and walk in from the back side.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just love this area.
It's still a well-kept area. One of the problems that people I heard complain about was, notice there's a sidewalk only on one side of the road. And people always thought that they should put a sidewalk on both sides of the road for walking. I kind of agree with that. They got the room over there to do it. But my guess is utilities are on the other side of the road, and they didn't want to put something down there that the gas, they have gas here, natural gas. They didn't want to put something down the road that some companies have to tear up.
Well, and ours is that way. There's just a sidewalk on one side.
We don't have natural gas.
No, but I mean, we've only got a sidewalk on one side.
There's a sidewalk over there on the other side. I see people walking down there to the mailbox on the other side. Oh, on our side. Oh, that's right. We only have a golf cart trail, right? Yeah.
And that's Coconut Cove.
To the right is Coconut Cove Rec Center. I'll go in there real quick and make a spin. No, I can't. We're already past it. We used to take our dog in there at night and walk around. She liked to chase the ball. We'd take her into the tennis courts there and lock the gate when nobody was around. And we'd throw the ball inside the tennis court, and she'd run around there and chase that ball, and she couldn't get out.
Didn't know that was a boo-boo at the time.
Yeah, we didn't know. You know, but nobody cared. It wasn't like she did anything. Well, we shouldn't have done that, probably. Here's where our first villa is at, right here, Catherine Villas. Everybody we knew is probably long gone. I'm gonna turn left here. Here's the problem with villas right there. You've got a visitor from Wisconsin, and there's no parking, and they park on the street. And when you got narrow streets like this, that's just a bad situation. There's another one. There's a dead-end road right there. Now that's what they should be doing with that car back there. That car should be parked up there next to that one at the end of the street.
And that's probably the person that lives there.
But just know, if you buy a patio villa in every area, this is the problem. This is a continual problem. And in the wintertime, when this place is full of people, it's 10 times worse. And they shouldn't be doing this, but they do it.
Now, if you're just here part-time, it doesn't really matter, but...
Red car there, parked in the street. Anyway, this house here to your right there where that van's parked, that's our little patio villa we had for several years. Yeah. Looks like they planted a tree out here. And, by the way, that driveway right there, Romaldo done that. There we are 5-6 years later, and it still looks good.
Yeah.
As you can see, is the patio villa area. Now I know you're going to say, boy, them houses are close together. They are. They're patio villas. They're for part-timers. That's what they was built for. You can live in them full-time. There's nothing wrong with that. But they're actually built for part-time people, snowbirds. And I'm telling you, for our snowbird use, they're perfect.
And when we were here, most of the ladies here were widows. And so it was...
And if you really look ahead, notice where the garage door is. To the left of each garage door is the living space. Kitchen, living room.
Lanai.
Lanai, which is a big thing. I used to sit in Lanai every day, every morning. Watch people walk down the road walking their dogs. So if you imagine you're in the living space to the left, you have a garage to your right, to the house to the right, and then the next door neighbor's living space is next to your garage door. So the only noise that you might hear in your house might be your neighbor's garage door going up and down. That's about it. So it's very quiet. It's not like you think. It's not noisy. We didn't have any problem with noise. No.
I think the picket fences just make them look so cute. I mean, that's just me, but I do. I think it makes them look so cute.
Looks like he's still here.
Yeah.
That's a no-no, but I can understand why he's doing it. He's got his car parked in the grass. That's a definite no-no. But he don't want the car in the street. And probably a visitor.
And I think that's thoughtful, putting it in.
Yeah, see how much nicer it is when there's no cars in the road? You don't have to worry about going around somebody. You don't have to worry about somebody's dog darting out in front of you in front of a car. Or a visiting grandchild. It's just so much nicer, cleaner look. If you have 2 cars and you can't park them in a driveway here, my suggestion is make sure you buy something with 2-car garage. Or you have a wider driveway and you can park them all in the driveway. You don't want to be here. But we had our little patio villa here for a long time, and other than the parking situation, the 2-car garage thing, which was my thing, I said I can't live with a car and a half garage. I just can't. The 2-bedroom, actually at the time I was fine with it, but now that I look back, that'd be kind of tight right now, 2 bedrooms. But all in all, here's how I looked at it. We could rent it out easily because how close it was to Lake Sumter. Brownwood wasn't even in existence yet. We made enough money on it. Now keep in mind I paid cash for the house. I had no house payment. It paid everything all year long with money left over at the end of the year. And with that money, we used that money to upgrade the house. And it was a free place for us to come and stay on our vacations because we liked it here. And I always said, if nothing else, until we sold our house up in Indianapolis, it was a place to hang our hat. And that's kind of the way I treated it. So, back to my left, behind this neighborhood here, is another patio villa area. To my right, if you turn right here, we're not, but if you turn right, you're not going to go down very far, and that is...
Mallory Country Club.
What is it?
Mallory Country Club.
Mallory Country Club. Man, I keep forgetting the name of this stuff. So we're going to turn left. We're heading toward Colony Shopping Plaza. I want to show you how far that is from the Lake Sumter area. We're going home. We have made a huge circle is what we're end up doing. And hopefully all this video and audio comes out okay and I haven't wasted my day.
I'm just hoping it ain't too boring.
This will be going on for like 3 weeks. I'm not going to get it all at once. Or 4 weeks.
That's pretty...
To the right here is a part of... what's the name of that country club that had a bad restaurant for many, many years? And then somebody Havana. This is part of Havana Country Club.
This golf course. I think this is part of it. Part of Bogey and McCall.
No. That's part of Havana Country Club.
Okay.
Bogey and McCall are executive courses, and they're quite a ways from here. There are no executive courses close to Caroline, trust me. Closest to will be Bogey and McCall. Bogey and McCall?
Yeah.
No.
And this is Amelia. We went in from Caroline into Amelia.
Truman and something. Anyway, and not to say that they're that far away. You can get there by golf cart. Obviously, you can get there by golf cart, but it's not like around the corner.
Some of the prettiest vistas, you know, off in the distance. Because this area is kind of the tallest part of the villages. I know where Mallory Country Club is. Just before you get to it is the tallest part of the villages. You remember we come down here after the hurricane and all you could see the
tornado.
Yeah, it was tarps, blue tarps everywhere.
Tornado went from the top hill of Mallory. There's a valley there. If you actually get on top of that hill, you can see where the houses are down in the valley. Tornado followed that valley and just tore the roofs off. I don't even know how many homes. Hadley Pool here on the right, so I'm assuming that part of this is the village of Hadley. I finally just unsubscribed and left it because people on there were getting just downright nasty. If I go under that tunnel to the right, that would take us into the Havana Country Club. And that also is the way you would have to go to Truman. What's the other golf course? Roosevelt. Truman and Roosevelt executive golf courses there. That's the two closest executive golf courses that I know of to the village of Caroline. So we're still on the golf cart trail. I'm going to show you another change that was made many years ago. Changes happen here all the time. So just because you move to a village that's designed a certain way, it can be changed. Right here in front of me, see that little crossing right there is blocked off now? That used to be the golf cart trail taking you across to the other side. That was changed, I think, because of accidents that happened there.
Yeah, too close to the intersection.
Well, it's right there at the roundabout. Yeah. That's why we have guard stations. You want a reason why we have guard stations? Because of roundabouts. There's a reason right there. They closed that because of a roundabout being right there, and there is no guard station. People come around that corner 90 miles an hour. They don't slow down. They figure they're bigger than you are, and they'll run right into you. You don't think they will. I'm telling you they will. They just don't care. So they closed that off, put this golf cart trail to come down here to a stop sign.
And then it took forever for the
It took
hubbub.
forever to do this. They had to get permissions for
Because
stop signs.
there was all
and-
kinds of things that they wanted to put the light down there.
Yeah.
And I said, I still think that should be a four-way stop instead of two-way.
Here, if you turn left here, that takes you over to Colonnade Shopping Plaza right there.
Right.
So from downtown Lake Sumter, or where our Patioville is, golf cart ride right over there to everything you need. Restaurants, to grocery stores, to whatever. Here to the right is Colony Rec Center. That's where the sports pool and everything's at. Over to the left, over there is also banks. What drugstores over there?
I think it's a Walgreens.
Walgreens, there's a Bob Evans. I like that Bob Evans too.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different than most Bob Evans.
There's a Bob Evans, a PDQ. They are just about ready to open the new Dunkin' Donuts there. They've got the now hiring signs
Oh, wow.
in the window.
Another puking donuts.
Well, nice. It's bigger than the one we have in Brownwood, but hopefully better. I don't know. But
Let me tell you what, Dunkin' Donuts, there's two kinds of Dunkin' Donuts in this nation. I've been to 100 of them. Being an old truck driver, I've been to 100 of them. There is the good Dunkin' Donuts, and there is the bad. There is no in between.
okay.
Because most Dunkin' Donuts are franchised. And depending on who has a franchise, I have been to Dunkin' Donuts, and I swear to God, I have gotten donuts that are 2 and 3 days old. They swear they're not. Freshly made this morning. Okay, we're at Sarasota Executive Golf Course to my left. If you look straight ahead, hopefully this camera picks this up. You see that water. You see people up there. That's the driving range for Sarasota. To the left, all the way up there to the left, that's a new area of the villages. Village of Hills. What's in the villages over there?
Pine Hills,
Pine Hills,
Pine Ridge.
Pine Ridge. And what's the Preserve?
Oh,
That's a $1 million home place.
yeah. It's,
But the Preserve is one of the few places in the villages you buy a home, has a full-size garage for a full-size bus.
now, not all of them,
Not all of them,
but there are
but
some.
there's a lot in there.
Yeah.
So if you've got a 40, 45 foot motor home and you're wanting a place to put it in under roof with hookups, the way I understand it, the Preserve is where you want to go, but get ready to write the check.
Conservation Trail. But yeah, the putting green over there is very, very nice. Then you take the grandsons over there.
Yeah, I took him over there at the driving range.
Yeah.
Let him hit some balls. Well, I let him swing at some balls. Once in a while they hit one. Now I could go on down and go straight across here and go on down, but we're going to go this way. Because down here is Bonifay Country Club, right? Is it down here? Out here is Captiva Recreation Center. That'll be probably the neighborhood
Yes.
pool, things like that. I'm assuming that's the village of Captiva over there. And right here to the left is Sanibel Pool and Mail Station. So I'm assuming now we're in the village of Sanibel here.
Isn't it funny that people on the right side, it looks like they just went all out with the landscaping, and on the left side it's kind of hit and miss.
Well, that's the difference in the neighborhoods too. You might go to some neighborhoods, everybody just went all out for landscaping with the stackable block and all this and that. And you go to other neighborhoods, and it's like everybody in that neighborhood is a snowbird and nobody does anything. I mean, as further south you go, you see less and less of that. But just like in the historical area, you saw some homes that looked really questionable. And then across the street would be a brand new home. I don't like that scenario, but anyway. Here is the Bonifay Country Club. I've heard mixed reports about that pool over there.
Now that's the Fernandina pool.
That's what I've heard, that it's
Yeah.
actually a neighborhood pool, not a country club pool.
No.
One
Yeah.
guy told me, he said, no, you have to have a priority membership to go in that pool. And then another guy said, no, there's a postal station there. That's a neighborhood pool. And there is a postal station here, but it's a little separated from it. So I wasn't really sure. But if you look to your left right there, you'll see the pool on the other side of that blue building. And over here to my right, which I'll back up, I'm going to point the camera at it. That is the postal station right there. Make sure my camera's working.
Well, I know Deb comes here, but she's also got a priority pass, so I couldn't tell you, but I'm pretty sure it's a neighborhood pool. And she comes down here and they do the walk and talk. And, You're not supposed to do that in a neighborhood pool. You're supposed to go to a sports pool to do that, but if there's nobody there. In the pool for exercise. You're not supposed to do that in a neighborhood pool. You're
who follows that rule?
Yeah.
There's Bonifay. And it looks like there ain't no social distancing going on in there. That's the pro shop over there, as you see. That thing right there in front of you is where you can practice hitting balls into a net. I think every country club ought to have one of those, but they don't.
Oh, I've never seen one.
Yeah, you can tee your balls up and you can hit them into the net and you can practice your swing.
Oh. Maybe that's what I should do. I have no swing.
Straight across the street is 9 more holes, Bonifay. I played all the holes here in Bonifay. Bonifay's a nice course. You know, you can say, well, it's a real challenging course. You know, look, when you're a bunch of hackers like most of us are down there, they're all challenging. All of them.
I'm looking at the way that's built up. Is there waste treatment plant there?
To the left is Bradenton Recreation Area. I believe that'll be a neighborhood, or is that a regional? I don't either. I think that's a neighborhood rec center. It could be a regional rec center, but I'm not 100% sure. All I know is it's a pretty good size. There's a lot of stuff there. Village on the left is Fernandina. I've already done a video of some of the neighborhood, not all of it by far, but it gives you a good idea what it looks like. The village on the right, I ain't sure what that is.
Villa neighborhood here. Katie's going to be having fits. Her dinner's late.
Probably need to go outside. We're on Hillsboro Trail now. I believe this area over here is Lake Deaton.
That's Manatee.
Oh, never mind. This is Hillsboro.